Hello, welcome to Pioneer Prosperity Movement. Here we are, Maddie and
Sudha here. How are you all? What's been happening?
beautiful guys. So, here we are mainly to help parents and families and high achievers who are determined to achieve their freedom of life in terms of time, location, and finance. And also, if it is their top priority to create their holistic, organic, low toxic health for their families, including kids, and also to create the generational wealth through our patented global online business. Here we are to help and personally mentor them through our online business educational program as well. So, besides that, what is this business? This particular this live
Session.
session mainly they must know. This is the second take of this live episode, guys. Those who have watched before in the afternoon, I have done the same similar episode. Unfortunately, I connected knowingly and unfortunately, I connected two mics because this mic is playing up, and followed by that, I connected the second mic that is from the iPhone as well, and I found out later on that there was an echo. So in that case, I thought of, because we are here to determine committed towards delivering the values and also to answer the queries across in general, so that is why we are here. We are to come back again in front of you to give the value again, to share our insights, our mission and our vision based on the queries that we have received. So yeah.
This session is about mainly we get to ask a lot. What is Pioneer Prosperity Movement?
Mm.
What? Why is that? Because they're so used to our travel brand, which is Ula Explore with Family. So we get to ask this question: what is this Pioneer Prosperity
Why all of
Movement?
a sudden have you changed your brand, and what is the change? What is the change in the brand? Blah
Difference,
blah. What is the
yeah.
difference and things like that? So what is the difference that you like to say? Ula Explore with my family is solely for travel.
Travel. It's
So we
out. Yeah.
segregated it. So earlier during the start of our business, we just did together. So now we thought of not to confuse the followers and our people and our team. So in that case, you know what we did?
So we separated.
We separated.
Business one is
Yeah.
Pioneer Prosperity Movement, and we still have our travel brand Ula Explore with My Family.
That's great and awesome. And also, besides that, we know we got to ask, of course, like there are so many number of queries about the explanation about it. So that is why here we are in front of you to know and to tell you, to share with you what exactly these terms pioneer prosperity movement specifies. And we already given a value about the logo, but this one is mainly for the name.
Why we chose this?
Yes.
What does
And
it
what is our
mean?
mission and what is our vision and things like that, right? So pioneer, what does the pioneer stands for?
Pioneer stands for to lead, to front.
Up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are in the front. You
Yeah.
lead.
That's
You
right.
lead a crowd.
That's right.
So you're pioneer.
Yeah, yeah. Each and every member, each and every person in the team under the means in the pioneer prosperity movement is a leader. So it's not like a bossy kind of feeling, but it's a leadership quality. So it doesn't necessarily to be having a leadership quality to enter into that team. Rather, we can develop it. That's what I wasn't a leader before, but now I'm becoming, because what we are becoming is more important than what we are doing, because what we are becoming is what we are progressing, succeeding and growing. So in that, because that is what the true happiness is. That is why pioneer means leadership, leader, leading the people, so inspiring the people, so leading. All right.
And also impacting whoever comes under
Yeah.
Pioneer Prosperity.
Whoever under the globe, whether they are in the business or not, but in general around the globe, we are here to inspire and impact by leading them and making them as a leader too.
So they are also pioneers.
It's not always we are leading, because we are not we are not here to make the people to depend on us. We are here to make the each and every individual around the globe, to make them to be independent and interdependent, not dependent. Enough guys, enough of living dependency, right? So that is why we are here to make them to live independent and interdependent. That is what the thing it is. Pioneer. Prosper. Let's talk about the prosperity.
Prosperity. So we are not only solely talking about money, we are talking about generational wealth.
Wealth in terms of spiritual,
Spiritual,
mental, physical, emotional,
emotional.
and financial. What is a common misconception when talk about wealth? What is the people misunderstanding actually when we
People usually generally classify only money as wealth.
that you need to completely think about, guys. That is the kind of awareness that we are going to bring in
Create, yeah.
to the people, that money itself is not wealth. Money will make you be rich with the bank balance or with the materialistic stuff. But if a person is staying poor in time, if the person is staying poor in relationship or with the family, it means that even though there is some sort of bank balance and number, but they are living in a poverty in terms of time, relationship, and quality family, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is the kind of awareness we are here to bring it out in front of you. So a person needs to be much more aware, much more conscious about what kind of wealth they are creating, and are they staying wealthy. They can be rich,
Yeah, rich for a while.
yeah, can be rich with the money, rich for a while, but if they are not wealthy,
Staying wealthy.
if they are not staying wealthy, there's a lot of gap between having a money, being rich, and creating wealth and staying wealth. There's a lot of it's either extent, it's a different extent.
Very different. Yeah.
People think in such a way that because of a quick rich mentality and the lottery mindset and the scarcity mindset, people think that having lots of money is going to be the solving everything around. I don't deny that. We are not saying money is not important. Money is absolutely important. We are not saying it is not. It is absolutely important because money gives the various options to up level in any aspect of your life. But without up leveling, if you're just going to keep the money in the bank or going to buy the materialistic objects, that is not going to make you wealthy. That is why we are here to bring an awareness about the 5 types of energy, 5 types of wealth. All these things will be discussed. Why? Mainly to live a prosperous life. That is what is prosperity stands for.
That's the second term in our
Mhm.
brand, business brand.
Mhm.
So that's prosperity,
That is
pioneer
pioneer
prosperity,
prosperity.
movement.
Movement. The movement, when we talk about movement, because we coming across first of all, I would like to we like to admit ourselves, because we like to have to tell our story, right? Long story short, even though we worked for many and many years, more than 2 decades, 23 years in physiotherapy professional field, are we aware about the wealth actually? No.
Not at all.
Anywhere we've been told.
Not at all.
So
No one told us.
are we here to blame with a victim mindset, or are we here to develop kind of victorious life here? We are not
can't
having a
blame
victim
on
mindset. We are
anyone,
not
yeah.
here having a victim mindset to blame anyone. Rather, we have taken the complete ownership and responsibility to live a victorious life, and also to share that victorious life to others. That is what this movement is basically for.
Like how we educated ourselves about wealth, money mindset, and everything. So we are going to educate.
Yeah. So mainly, when we talk about this, mainly I was searching for the business in terms of bringing the money to the family, and also in terms of having a freedom of life. Freedom, because money. Yeah, that's fine. Money. But if you don't have a freedom of life in terms of time and being with the family, and if you don't have a personal time to think about, what's the point of having money? Because the point of making money is to live with freedom, is to live with a quality family time. And if you keep on doing, and if you are not living with that money, and we end up in drifting around by looking at different shiny things, materialistic things, oh, the new car, the new blah 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 blah, but there is no inner happiness. Yeah, there is no inner happiness. That is why people get familiar with what they have and be comfortable with what they have, and they remain stuck there. They forget about progressing, they forget about growing. If you are not growing, if we are not progressing, and if you are happy with what they have, people don't realize it immediately that they are shrinking. Correct?
There is no growth, there is no movement, there is no progress.
Yeah. So the life has to expand, guys. It is from inside out. It is from inside out. If the life is not expanding, if there is no outgrow, what happens?
Stuck.
It will shrink. All the energy will go inside, it will shrink and shrink and shrink. For example, you might be earning, say, for example, $200,000 per year now. Say, for example, do you think after 10 years that 200,000 is enough? Are you aware about the economic gap? Are you aware about the cost of living every year? Is it the cost of living is the same as the your increment? No, right? So those and all the information that we would like to share, because we don't know about that earlier.
Earlier, yeah.
We came to know only these 2 years. So we came into this business in terms of achieving the freedom of life, in terms of bringing some money to the family. But when we went across these 2 years, what we found? We realized whatever we have been told, whatever the belief that we had before is absolutely on the other side, isn't it?
And also complete unawareness.
We shocked. We just shook at first. Oh my God, what's happening? And it is completely other side, guys. It's like two sides of the hand or two sides of the coin, I could say. We were on the complete on the other side 2 years before.
Even though with plenty of education
Mm.
and educating ourselves in uni,
Yeah.
in spite of learning a lot of things,
Yeah.
academic, everything,
Yeah.
but the necessary things we didn't
What is
know.
the practicality of the life? Actually, how we can bring the wealth rather than just bringing the money alone. How to live the quality of life that every human is desired to deserve to. So when we are thinking about that, we couldn't able to do that before. But when we jumped onto the business that we are in, fortunately and gratefully, it has taught us many things. Not only in terms of financial aspect, but also we are undergoing towards a process of personal growth and development. And through that personal growth and development, so many insights every single day from across the globe, by being around with like-minded, success-minded, optimistic-minded people, when they are sharing, and it is every single day, it's igniting that light bulb here, isn't it? So some days goosebumps too.
Every day we are learning.
Yeah, and that is why we are so energetic. That is why we are having that kind of excitement and the enthusiasm to bring it to you.
We want to share. We don't want to contain ourselves.
Mm.
We want to move the energy
Okay,
to you.
now-
That's why we are
Movement. Okay, and now what? Because how we sensed it. Because I would like to ask you here, because we are talking to every new person now and then in our family, right? So it's in our business around the globe. How many of them do you think that they are aware about this?
Not even one. I can be very sure of that. Not even one.
It is
So
a-
far, we've talked to many number of people.
Not even one.
Not even one is aware of these things, and also not totally zero about financial
There's not
literacy.
not to be blamed. Even if we weren't aware,
We weren't aware.
to be honest, we weren't aware, but we felt what's happening in this life. Seems happy, but we feel something inside it's not happy.
And also feel like chasing something.
Yeah, we felt like chasing. We feel like it's kind of processed happiness, not organic happiness. It means inner happiness. Yeah, whenever we buy, whenever we go, we become happy. We sort of living a conditioned life. The weekend, blah blah blah.
We still felt something is missing.
Missing.
Within ourselves.
That missing is that which is answered here. Isn't it? That's what I felt. And also, since we felt immediately, what we thought of doing? Giving it. Because what we earning is not so important, guys, but what we are giving it is important. And moreover, we are never here to, we are so determined to live, we are so determined not to live small. That's it. We are so determined to make more, to do more, to live more, and to give more. The reason why I'm saying this, because people tend to think that this is enough in my life, even I'm also giving. But what you're giving if you are having only enough?
If your cup is half filled,
What you're giving to your kids, what you're giving to your generations, what you're giving to others. If your yeah, exactly, if your cup is half filled. Whereas by doing what we are doing, every single time we are filling our cup in terms of spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, financial aspect, and by means of what's happening now, we are giving in all the way. Giving is not just helping with one time giving money, guys. that is going to make them dependent.
That's what there's a very popular saying. Don't give fish to someone. Instead, teach how to do fishing.
That wow,
How
that's
to
the exactly
There's no
what
point
I'm
every
about to
time
say.
you fish, you give one fish, because you know how to fish,
Mm-hmm.
fishing, and you give fish every time. That doesn't help at all for someone to grow.
Is it
Grow
going to make them to dependent or independent? It is going to be
independent.
dependent on us.
Instead, teach how to fish.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that by means of that, say that every individual become independent, every individual become interdependent, and what's happening inside us to us? There's a fulfillment. That is, the fulfillment is more than happiness. Happiness will not stay much, but fulfillment will stay forever. And if that person is helping other people as well, that fulfillment. So likewise, we are passing on that kind of that ripple effect. That's it. Wow, that's it. That is what is nothing but movement. Because we have a yeah. So you are saying about the system.
And also, nothing stagnant will ever grow.
Amazing, amazing,
Okay.
very well said.
That's the other reason. Instead of keeping like a company name or things like that, we named movement. Okay, that's
Movement
another
is
reason.
moving. That's the thing. Moving the people. It means chasing. My daughter's child fell down, but she's all right. So by chasing, not instead of chasing behind the money, changing people's life, changing,
Yeah.
impacting, inspiring them, impacting them, and changing. When the people's life is changing, and we are seeing, it's not just helping them once, but when we are seeing that life is changing, with their family life is changing, with their generation life is changing, and if they are going to do the same to others as well, think about, just imagine it, the community. Oh my God, that's fine, guys. Very well happened. The good sign, good different angle. So it's a thing like, by means of that effect, what kind of community that we're going to develop. Great. So that is, just imagine that for a while. When we imagine that, oh my goodness, the entire world will be changing, and that's what is happening now. There's a revolution or evolution, whatever you name it, is that's what's happening around the world, guys. Like by 2026, those who aren't having a personal brand is going to struggle.
Yeah, they will be lost in the crowd.
That's
There's
what.
like no identity.
That's it. There's no personal identity if there is no personal brand. That's what is good. Because as you know that many of the top brands, many of the even hospitals as well, they are all the it's invaded by robotics.
Full of AI control, everything.
Yeah. So in that case, how your humanity stands out, how your person stands out is by means of emotional connection. What kind of connection? Emotional connection by means of having what? Personal branding. Got it? So that is what again the movement is. We are here to inspire and impact them and telling them that you need to develop your own self, your own being, your own uniqueness, your individuality. That is what so we are teaching them, we are helping them, and we are mentoring them based on what they love or based on what their passion is. And to do all these things, pioneer prosperity movement, to be a leader, to live a prosperous life, and to inspire and help and mentor others by impacting others, we need what? Vehicle.
A container, a vehicle to.
Otherwise, how we can fill in? Because without we filling in, we can't give, right? So what is needed here? We need a vehicle. What is that vehicle is? The vehicle is the business. That's it. And when we say about business, that business should feed on the back end all the time, not only for us, for the people whoever we share with, and for their generations too. Abundantly, limitlessly. That's what's happening in the business too, because this business is feeding 3 million people across the globe.
World.
How many years?
48 years, and this is the 49th year.
Through their patented global online business, through their patented commission structure, it's been feeding them across the globe. How many people again?
3 million people around the world.
So that is why when the moment we jumped onto the business by February 2021, we got that certainty within us. Wow. We came into this business mainly for to have a life of freedom, time, location, and also we have a financial freedom. But it is more than that. Isn't it? That's what we felt, right?
Yeah.
We got the certainty between the first 2 3 months, and we felt that what kind of impact that we are going to create, what kind of name we can give it for. It is not, we can't contain this massive stuff within that Ula Explore with my family. So in that case, we need to personalize, we need to bring it furthermore exponentially, to expand it and to maximize it. Why not we what is it, optimize and maximize it? That is why we came across this name, we came onto this name, Pioneer Prosperity Movement. And moreover, we have a very clear vision, guys. We always have, we have a clear vision, and for that we have a mission saying that by November the 16th 2027, minimum minimum 1000 people, right? How many people?
1,000 people.
1000 people, minimum 1000 people we are going to help and mentor. So including you, 1000 families and their families, their generations. Think about that kind of exponential growth, expansion in that, not only the business but also in the movement. Think about what kind of life that will create in your family in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time. Not only in your family, people around you, through the global online business. Think about that way. That kind of vision we have through our mission, and that's why we need a vehicle for that. So in that case, that is why we are calling people, whoever is having that burning desire within themselves, whoever is having that kind of the mentality of helping and mentoring others, and whoever is seeing that, wow, I'm getting so happy, I'm getting so fulfilled by helping other people, and not only at the same time, I'm here to bring in more to my family without having a limited belief. Yes, guys, of course, there are some people say that, I'm happy with what I have, blah, blah. It's a kind of mindset issue. They just want to exist. There's no one to be blamed again, they just want to exist. But are we here for that? No. If you say it's enough, and by means of saying, when we say we want more, it doesn't mean selfish and greedy. I don't know why people are connecting selfishness and greedy with the money, with the being more.
So that's a purely, I think, is the money mindset where people have to work on that. We were once like that too.
Yeah.
But when we have bigger dreams,
Because
not settling
people
for
always
small.
think that time is money. That kind of concept has been
Yeah.
developed, and whatever they buy, the things they buy, they immediately reverse calculate that this much money, it means this much of amount of time my life is. They always calculate reverse way, and they just, oh my god, I don't want to lose money, that kind of mentality, and they say that I'm happy with what I have, I'm quite happy here, blah blah blah. Yeah, those people, like, they just want to exist, but here we are to move. Not only we, but also the people around us. That's what the movement is. And with that mission of having that kind of towards our vision, by 2027 around 1000 people, we are calling in people to give a hand to us. Isn't it right?
Yeah.
What are you about to say?
That's what where we have our creed, one of our creed. Let's
Succeed together. Yeah, we are calling in people. If you have that kind of mentality, if you people say that, this is the one pitching them, blah blah blah, come on. At the same time, are we convincing them? But what we do, we help.
To make decisions.
Help if you have a difficulty to make a decision, because some people say that I'm so scared in doing so. That is why we help them. But if they do like, it looks like, straight away, you're not my kind, Mike. That's it. Thank you. That's it. Even though we are after that kind of minimum 1000 people, but at the same time, one weed is enough here.
Yeah.
And we are not here to parent anyone. Are we?
No,
Do we
not
parent?
Here to parent anyone. We are not here to persuade anyone. We are not here to convince anyone.
But at the same time, we are here to help, service, solve. Not only solve their problems, but also to raise up, to level up, to into the raised standard of life. Not only for them, for us, and for them, and for their generations too. Of course, it just comes with some sort of financial growth as well. Of course, guys, we need to fill in the cup. The 5 types of wealth just we shared, right? Without money, what is going to move here? Right? Money is essential. Money is so important. When we talk about money, no, why this person is talking about money? That is, no, we are not here to teach all those kind of stuff. means they must go to that coach to get tame their mind, to unfold them, all those kind of things. So that is what the name implies.
Pioneer Prosperity Movement.
Movement.
I think this one answered their question. Why Pioneer Prosperity Movement? Why come across separated from Ola Explore with my family? Because we've been so used to our Ola Explore family, we understand that. But today live session is the answer for the
That's it.
Pioneer Prosperity Movement.
That's it, guys.
And
That's
we
it.
also have creed.
Yeah.
We also have a creed. Have creed for our movement. First and foremost is educate,
learn, educate, and earn. Because it involves coachable. You need to be coachable. A person who comes here, it's not like a quick rich. At the same time, we are not saying you can't earn money. You are, of course, exponentially you'll be earning a lot, of course. So that's a different topic. We are not going to touch over here. But at the same time, a person whoever coming here should have a long-term vision. Financial freedom, if I say, it's not going to be like overnight. It is a process. A person must understand the process of having a long-term vision of, all right, I'm having a long-term vision. At the same time, I'm here to learn. I'm coachable. That kind of mentality. So learn, educate, and earn.
And creating holistic health and wealth.
Creating holistic, organic, low toxic health, not only for us,
also
for the kids, family, with one-time investment, lifetime business.
And another creed, let's succeed.
Let's succeed together. So that is why we are calling on people who are having that similar sort of mindset, similar sort of mentality, similar sort of fire, similar sort of desire. If it is within you, and if you don't know how, we are here to give you the hand. We are here to give you our vehicle as well. Be a part of us, and let's impact, let's show, let's create an awareness, let's create a consciousness to many more people across the globe by sharing our values, by showing these kind of insights and making them to realize what is necessary for their life, for their generational life, towards creating their organic, holistic, low toxic health and generational wealth. Because people thinking that we need to be, because of the limited belief. There's nothing wrong in it. But can be corrected overnight? No. That is why we are here to show and succeed together.
And so, we also have those who want a constant input about this. You can also, we're inviting you to join Pioneer Prosperity Movement
in the Facebook
group. It's a private group, closed group. So there's like continuous inputting if you want to. Sometimes you get distracted when you scroll. It's not only hours, there's plenty. Some you get distracted.
Exactly.
So if you want continuous input, you can always join Pioneer Prosperity Movement closed Facebook.
And moreover, guys, if you say that it is a motivational speech, blah blah blah, it is not absolutely motivation. It's more of informational, inspirational, to impact you guys, to show you that there is another side of life. The coin has two sides. The hand has two sides. Likewise, everything has two sides. And if you see or be on this side, there is no other side, because that's a belief. You must jump on. You must take a risk to climb and jump on. Take that leap. Yeah.
We're learning a lot of technical things.
Yeah, so much, guys. And moreover, this one is more playing up now. So yeah. And I need to redo the podcast, so which is going to be amazing. It's a good learning. Today is a much of a great learning. And moreover, I'm so grateful and thankful for the people who have messaged me about the last recent live episode with so much of echoing. And wow, I'm so much pumped and so much happy and grateful for the people who have messaged. Even my neighbor messaged me as well. So thank you so much for those who have did it. And we are... So that's the thing, we trust each other, right? So in that case, that's why we thought of bringing it to you again. So let's finish it within the 30 minutes mark. So that'll be great and amazing and awesome. So let's dive in to give the thing again. Awesome. Let's succeed together. Cheers. Bye.